Okay.
All right, last bit. Home stretch. We got this.
Home stretch. All right.
Home stretch, baby.
Wait, where else did I spill water? Jesus.
All right, 1 hour to go.
Did you say
I
that 3
don't
hours
know if I'm
ago?
kidding. I did. These games always like, oh, I should be able to knock this out in like 2 hours, and it just keeps going.
Right.
That's a running theme with this series, unfortunately. It's especially the last cases. It's like, all right, here we go. It's almost. Oh, never mind.
Oh, right.
It's
This
almost
part.
over. 5 hours later.
Kind of like in a movie when you
Oh,
think.
look, there's a ladder part 2. There you go. I didn't know that.
Like in a
All right,
movie
let's
that
do
you
it.
remember fondly, and all of a sudden, oh, I forgot about this part.
Yeah. God, doing investigations recently
Your mic cut out.
is so. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing the Ace Attorney investigations was like the last full one I've done.
Hmm.
The last case in that game goes on and on.
Uh-oh.
It's so boring too. It's a bad
Maybe I'll
case.
skip that case.
It's not good.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
All right.
Emma's back. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Do you though? Do you really?
Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gan.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gan.
Not sure the testimony is going to be super helpful.
Oh, sure.
Witness testimony.
I worked alongside Gan for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Sure.
God damn it.
Are you sure about this testimony?
You okay, Squid?
It sounds a little false.
Yeah, it's just her sticking to this.
Your Honor, I'm confessing a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana!
You want me to take Emma since you're doing
I-
Mama?
Yeah.
yeah, take Emma.
I'll do Emma.
Gan's gonna be back, don't worry.
Lana.
If this is true, then that means she... Actually, wait, I'll take Emma. You can have the judge back.
Oh, okay. If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Ah!
Yes!
Yeah, this is no time to start second guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
How many years have you worked together exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. Sorry, I was
Ice
eating my ice
cream.
cream. Yep.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he had it.
Nice.
I said earlier I had ice cream. Let's see.
Nice.
I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. It must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia.
Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why.
But think about it, Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip.
It's like they couldn't think of another sprite for her, so they just had her turn around.
Oh,
Kinda
they
disappointed in that.
They get worse.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
They're not for her, but for
Oh.
other characters, there's some really dumb ones.
Oh, better than what Gant did? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was
dumb. What do
epic.
you mean?
That was
So-
epic.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
No! I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And
Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. You say you did this all by yourself.
Yes,
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
it seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. So who put the knife there? I thought she did.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
Oh, she's still fighting me.
The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably not.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies upon lies upon lies.
All just to protect me.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Jesus.
Gruesome. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's mood. You moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others.
Probably the move in the body, and then
When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Enema. Yeah, she already said that.
Yeah, go back one. That was the new thing they just
Yeah.
added.
Go back. Yeah.
This is the new thing.
Pieces of the jar, you mean...
Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move
Yeah,
expedient to move the body. Sorry.
you're fine. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. Judge?
I don't know how, like, so he took up a piece of pottery and wrote Emma on it and then dropped it and it broke some more, maybe?
Well, if you look at the pottery...
It has cracks going through Emma's name.
Right, which means...
That it was written before it was broken.
Perfect.
So she broke it.
I'll keep going.
That's what she's saying. Hi, MC, what's up? He wouldn't have been able to draw, yeah. Or shoot
This
you.
is you, by the way. Yeah.
My God.
Oh, great. Now I'm getting with Emma, too.
You don't have to if you don't want to. What's the matter, Emma?
No. I'm saying the 3 dots thing where Edgy,
Oh.
never said anything. No, Emma's doing it, too. Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
AMC, you should play this game. Oh, and I hydrate. We all hydrate. There
Yep.
must be a contradiction here somewhere.
Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone.
Okay, so it's definitely the breaking the jar.
Did we press this already?
I
I don't think we
No.
pressed this yet.
don't think we have, so I guess
No.
go ahead.
Hold it! So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright?
5 more times.
Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence.
She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I could do to make up for my actions.
Mr. Wright, my sister's lying. On the stand, under oath.
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end, even though she's not protecting you. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone. She sucks.
I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. She's a lawyer. She's not bound to slip up.
Yeah, alright, so I'm pretty sure it's the pottery thing.
Yeah.
Either that or the... Yeah, she mentioned at one point she was the first on the scene, but it's not in the... Or that. It should be this. I guess. I guess the jar here?
Present the jar?
Maybe save? Just in case? I'm not really sure about this one.
They make me nervous when they say that. There's no way my sister could have thought that. She's so dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? Can you follow along, Judge? I don't want to have to explain everything to you again. If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
A contradiction in my testimony?
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on the jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write the message on the jar, it must not have yet been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order, order.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. Whoa. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical? What's he saying? He's trying to get me in trouble.
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Witness testimony.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
Well,
All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
she didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross. So the jar was already broken?
It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
Certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case. It is a poor design.
Whoa.
Hey! It just took me a second to realize what he said. But not as feeble as the judge's judgment. Wow.
Oh, God. Maybe say it out loud next time, Phoenix. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Wow, Edgy, you can't stick up for me at all, can you?
Normally I would have.
I don't think you need to press, actually. Go a little bit
It was
down.
dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out.
One more. Here, remember, she didn't get them all, because there was the one in the safe.
How could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office.
A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright.
I had a flashlight.
Even
Oh.
now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol.
Right?
That doesn't. Okay. Wherever I go.
Yeah, I wouldn't carry luminol wherever I went.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece.
Should we show her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess just the statue again.
Just in case you missed the testimony.
Okay. We'll just keep showing the statue over and over. Or the
Wait,
jar.
what?
Go.
Oh.
You're good.
Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of.
What?
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know, but how was he blackmailing her if she didn't know? There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified. She gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. It was Gant all along. On the night the prosecutor was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. Pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may very well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Ah, can you believe that?
Have you
Yes.
forgotten, Your Honor?
We all believe that.
Yeah, we do believe that. When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Gant has some explaining to do. Oh, that.
Oh, God. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? Question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer with that? My brain hurts. Stop asking me questions. I'm just a judge.
Now we're questioning the judge.
I'm not testifying. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. I love predicting the dialogue.
Yeah. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence. Mic drop. But why would Chief Gant do such thing?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid.
Uh-oh, I disconnected.
From...
Are y'all still here?
Yeah.
I might be crashing.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Somebody watch chat for me.
I'm in chat right now. It says connecting to chat. That might
mine's-
be on my
yeah,
end
connected
though.
to chat as well. No, it looks like Twitch chat just died. The stream's still working, but it looks like the chat just died.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
chat died. I can't type in anything.
Well, I guess we keep going.
yeah, I mean the arrow is still moving, so my stream is
Yeah.
actually still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time. Okay. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Leading her create evidence that incriminated Dark. sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became the chief's puppet.
Oh no! I did it on my own.
You swear, right? You swear.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer any more for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. I don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
Hey. I take
You
exception
want
to
someone
that.
go?
I still can't connect to chat.
Yeah, it was something about the Twitch chat instead.
I even opened up another person's stream. I can't connect to theirs either.
Okay,
Their chat servers are
thanks.
offline.
It's so nice streaming with people. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Hey! Hey!
Oh, here we go. Chat's working.
Yeah,
Yay!
chat's back up. That's weird. All right.
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Anna may be right after all.
What do you mean, right? So what do you so you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Lies! Miss Sky, please testify once more.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie, not an accident. Okay.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will.
I can't.
You have to.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
Hmm?
This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there's a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Yay!
About damn time, woman.
Alright. The witness may testify once more, for the final time.
It's the final testimony.
This is Squid.
Sorry. Messaging someone. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby.
Oh, slumber party.
Yeah.
When I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
That's what I'm trying to say! Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword?
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. You didn't
I
take
got
a
your
picture.
proof. Told you, I take pictures.
Actually, I do have proof.
Ooh.
He's like, really?
I
Oh,
gave
it's
it
in
to
the
Mr.
book.
Wright just this morning.
I knew something was stuck in the book. What, to me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. I don't know why.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please present this picture. Don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana says she gave it to you this morning. Maybe it's a book.
Like, some things are so hard, but some things are so easy
Yeah.
and they just pound it into you.
Oh, don't worry. The second game's much better about that. There must be a picture. Much worse, I should say. Oh, now we can see the book. Whoa, you see that?
There he is.
Oh. she did
Hey,
take
there's a picture here.
I didn't think it was
Can't see
literally a
that.
picture.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my! I forgot I was Emma. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything.
Mr. Wright. That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside Gant's safe.
There we go. Okay.
What's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Your hand, to be precise.
That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those are must be the murderer. Yeah, let's throw him in jail.
Chill, Emma. Chill, lady. What? But those fingerprints. They're yours.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination.
Is it the Blue Badger's handprint? No.
So long as
That
you
would
tell
be
the
scary.
truth. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Lana, tell the truth? Very well. The defense may now begin its cross.
Alright.
Oh boy.
What?
Hey, I didn't do that.
Oh! Come now, G. This is the poorest owl I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too?
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to do before.
Kangaroo court.
If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
Too bad, so sad. You can't testify no more.
Yeah. I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that wrist we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Edgy, I love you. You did it again!
So what? You think I'm worried?
Wow, he recovered
Yeah.
very quickly.
Right?
Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
I can just stare at her really hard.
The evidence will do all the talking for me.
He just starts throwing the lightning bolts at people.
Right?
Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, you don't. I already took it from you.
No, I don't. But someone does.
Someone does. Oh, who did that?
I don't know. Maybe someone robbed his safe. That'd be a shame.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Ryder?
Ah!
Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have
Oh.
something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death.
Yeah, I got it.
Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
I mean, what are we trying to prove? Is this true, Mr. Wright? I show that piece of evidence now. It must surely be made out of the murderer. No. No, she won't. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and you will try to. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the court of inquiries. I hydrate. Don't make me pee again, please.
Then don't do it.
I'd better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present the piece of evidence?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why do you say it like that?
It's a good idea. What do you mean?
The one who really shows who killed Prosecutor Marshall? We have a badge. We have to tell the truth. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence.
All right, the time's finally come to show it to him. Those prints have got to be the chief's. He's
Oh
going
my-
to jail for sure.
Oh, that's right. Emma doesn't know that it's her.
Now then, let's
Yeah.
see what this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered the Prosecutor Marshall.
Yeah, show him the handprint. Oh no, you have a fourth page. Oh boy.
It's a piece of leather cloth. Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's chest, near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword.
What? Whose fingerprints are on this?
I'm sure Rido has checked, haven't you?
Oh, it's
Well, whose are they? They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies.
what? They're mine? So I really did do it.
See, I told you it was conclusive.
Uh-oh.
But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that?
But
Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death.
we already did that. No. It appears we have our killer. We already know this. Is this really the wrong thing to do?
Yeah.
No! Is this me first losing a trial? Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all counts. Wow! I totally did that on purpose so I could see what happens when I lose.
Yeah. Now go continue.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep. Okay, now we don't show them the handprint.
No.
Yeah, because cannot show evidence because he has to.
Evidence law.
He wants. Because he would have to admit he had it in the safe.
Well,
That he knows about
Open
it.
the court record real quick. Hit tab. Look at the evidence law. The little booklet.
Because it has
Read
to
this
be
thing again.
approved.
It has to either be approved by the police department or it has to be relevant. Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, neither of these have happened yet.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie.
Chief Gant,
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence.
don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show it to them? You can get him thrown in jail. We found it together. It has his handprints on it.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the odd about the chest area?
Looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in history of the police department, apart from Von Karma.
Yeah.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto.
I got the gall.
Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer.
Ooh, a Gant pin up. A
I'll tell you what really happened.
Oh my god. Y'all are gonna make me have to pee again.
We're getting there.
What? You mean you admit it?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dart convicted.
With the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance? That you don't tell Lana about?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off of all the pieces.
Objection. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Oh, he's Santa.
He
Some
is.
people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth that hasn't been presented yet?
That nobody
Come
knows
on,
about.
Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant. That you were hiding the cloth you cut the victim off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Rido. You should have shown it then, before it was too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived.
Has been a long battle.
As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Is this like
You can
towards
show
the
it now.
end?
Yeah, this is. We're almost
Like
there.
10 minutes?
Probably. You can show it now.
Okay. No more hydrates. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Are we sure this
Not
is
sure.
okay?
Yep.
Let me verify
Let me
this once
verify
more.
this one. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, that's phonics.
On the day of the crime, you personally cut this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes! At last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. He's Santa again.
You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. Edge,
What? Sorry.
think about it. Rido had all this time to present this evidence. Yet, he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that. Mr. Wright, do you really know? I thought we tested and couldn't find anything.
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer.
Yeah.
Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It'll be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. Person whom these fingerprints belong. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Oh, you clicked the wrong one.
just go. It's fine. Keep going. It's fine.
They'll discover the truth the second they analyze
We don't
this.
need full health. It's fine.
What's the matter, Rido? Hurry up.
It's the real murderer. All right.
At
here
least
we go.
I have
Don't double.
proof that my mouse sucks.
The Blue Badger killed him. I killed the Marshal. That's what I could be. Gonna be Emma. Mm-hmm.
Emma? Emma Sky?
What? They're mine? Oh no, I have to go to jail. But why? Why didn't you tell me?
I do have restrictions on the hydrate. They just figured them out.
Oh, you're really something, Rido. You knew this girl did it all along. And you still tried to pin the murder on me.
Yep. So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
Hold it! How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky,
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
but she didn't. Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
One more hour.
I'm gonna come up to Georgia. I said this trial wasn't over yet.
Ha! But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. Purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
Yes, but no, you won't.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer?
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh? And what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Sky, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth.
Go to the end. It's, yeah, this picture.
Because it
So
was
if
cut
you look
out
at-
before.
Well, if you look at, yeah, the blood would have been all over it. If you want to look at it closer.
Yeah. And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. You already cut it out. See where this piece of his vest was cut out? Yeah, this shirt is showing underneath. Hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. I can't believe I missed that. I actually missed that. Probably because y'all making me pee all the time. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth.
Enigma.
Fuck you, E.
God damn it,
Refund your
Enigma.
points. Wait, there's no blood on it. See, I can be smart.
What the my characters? No.
Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at the time.
No! This is nonsense!
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
So then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armor sword.
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. Or did it?
Yeah, I knew it was him. I didn't put together the bloodless cloth. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
No!
Finally, all over.
Hold it! Oh yeah, objection!
That was close, Rhino. You almost had me.
What?
Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
Alright, one more hour.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Oh, you gave me permission to present it. Order, what nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji?
Earlier. Sorry.
Earlier, O'Rido here concealed that piece of cloth.
I needed your permission.
So then, what's your excuse, Righto? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I present at this time. Because the rule of evidence... Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
But it's not. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems, at last, time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did not, right? I did not?
That you purposely and illegally.
I did not illegally conceal it. I purposely then
I don't
did that.
know. I guess I did not. Because this is illegally, yeah. I guess you did not.
I admit I refused to present it at one point.
Yeah.
Ah! So the evidence is illegal.
No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Haji. Don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
Don't make me laugh.
Objection. There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, do so now.
Okay, the book.
Well, let me teach you the law.
Yeah, let me show you the law that you're supposed to be.
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this?
What's this?
Done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in the book. The second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. Goes without saying, I did not have your approval.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this?
You want relevancy? Sorry.
Let's get.
You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago.
No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
Person who gave it value as evidence. was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed.
confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
7 hours.
Oh, yes! No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant. He's cracked. He's cracked. Run, Edgy. Good job, Squid.
Alright.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him.
Oh,
That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. And then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Tay, you can get this.
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? Oh, there are too many questions left unanswered.
So innocent.
He opened his evidence locker. As he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife.
That was the end of Goodman.
I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint. On Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous.
It might not be working.
I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal?
It's a big deal.
You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
Wow. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, How could you get by Miss Sky? How could you get Miss Sky involved in any of this?
Well, she has much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I felt bad for having to do it. I almost didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
Show me how to throw lightning.
Ah!
One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
We had to get one more.
Wait, what? Because I really have to pee. It's like more than
Alright,
5 minutes. I have to pee.
I
I have
think
to
it's
pee.
about over. Okay.
Well,
I have to pee. I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm
we're gonna
old.
cut it for a moment.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm old and I can't tie a knot. Hang on.
Looks like
Alright.
it.
Bye, Dawn.
Plus, we have to discuss it after.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll be right back then.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Almost there.
Oh man.
Yeah, the endings always just take a while.
Yeah. Honestly, I never thought that I'd be doing an evil, crazy laugh. How did it sound, by the way?
It was fun. It was good.
I was trying to keep it a little contained. Didn't want to have him sounding like the Joker.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Plus, I was really afraid
Let's
to
put a
laugh.
smile on that face.
I want to be able to laugh. I want it to be like 2 seconds.
Oh, a G.
What?
Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. And a great swimmer, too. Sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone now, G. Thanks for all the memories, though.
Yep, no pulling
Thanks for the
in
memories.
jail.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. Sorry. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong.
Aw, thank you.
In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes?
First, you're really annoying. Your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. But you're going to jail.
You're right.
Alright, bye, Sea Prince. Are you gonna stream tonight? Because I'll stream until you go live.
When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today.
So, seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
My. What high standards you have for a rookie.
Yeah, I seem to have lost half my viewers, but
It has been going for a while.
yeah.
I could see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
She smiled.
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Sky.
And to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Like, I don't care. I'm never looking at you again.
You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it, Baka. I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky,
Yes, Your Honor?
you're innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. Trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. Long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Oh, you remember how she changed after a couple years ago? Wow.
Yeah, she changed. She changed back.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no
right.
Regarding the charge of murder, the court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty.
God damn.
Woo! Oh, there it is. Okay.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
God damn time.
Oh my god. Okay, now for the wind down.
We gotta get Gumshoe's job back, remember? At long last,
Yeah.
it's finally over. Wouldn't it be great if Gumshoe got to be chief? Emma?
That'd be great. I'll have this again.
Why the long face? Sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for murder if she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended.
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Also, why did Gant and Emma talk?
I don't know.
That was left.
Sure. And to you too, Miss Edward. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't even say a single word to me.
Aww. Hope I'm not
I hope
interrupting anything, pals.
I
Can
hope
do
I'm
that?
not interrupting, pals.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Wait, who's
What does
being
all be
Gumshoe?
gumshoe? Where does all be gumshoe?
I guess Squid
Who
can be
wants it?
Gumshoe.
I'll,
Wait,
I'll be Gumshoe.
Squid, Gumshoe, and say
I'll keep him.
Emma. And I'll be
Okay.
Phoenix.
Okay, Emma.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
All right, problem solved. No more gumshoe.
Get your ass back here. What is it? Sorry for calling you ass.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around on duty? And to top it all off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals.
Third
said
time
this
you said
already.
this.
You lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Aww.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Oh,
Should you
Should
be?
you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Oh, she is?
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
yes, she's definitely under arrest.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis. Not two guys.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years.
Aww, she didn't want to lose her sister.
I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
No,
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
Did it all without you, too.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis. Oh, the thing. I always knew that one day you'd come back. Remember how you changed 2 years ago? And now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on forward toward a brighter future. At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright? Mr. Gumshoe?
But me?
Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Oh yeah, hi.
What? Edgeworth? Edgy?
Stop hiding and come over
He's,
here.
he's behind the bush behind him. Oh,
He's so angry. Where was he hiding?
I just came to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wasn't talking to you. He's talking to
Right.
me.
Well, I'll be going now.
Hang on, I'll drive.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. You were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
I'll keep you on the straight and narrow, Edgy.
One day, you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to do it yourself.
But you don't have to do it alone. You have me, Edgy.
Do it alone, sorry.
I do despise criminals. Oh, I do. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. He's going to teach me how to throw lightning. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But
Edgeworth.
who knows? Enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake.
They went alone.
You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
No, brother.
That's
Now
like
he's
5
never going to
times in the
shut
last
up
3
about
minutes.
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Thanks. Now I can never let him live it down.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Grabs Edgy and plants a big smacking kiss. Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
You know what it is.
With the evidence list?
Yeah.
Just smack him across the face with
That's
it.
the picture I drew with the blue badger on it.
Our counter attack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list. I had the other. Part, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
I have to get my trunk cleaned.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Mr. Edgeworth. If you'll excuse me, I have to go get my trunk cleaned. There's still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. And Phoenix, I guess.
Edgeworth, what will you do now? Are you going to be at dinner? Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right?
Make it up to me with dinner.
But what I face now is my problem. I've learned nothing. I'm going alone.
Edgy, I'll be waiting for you and... Never mind.
Farewell.
And
Even
that's when
time.
Edgy decided to take up the mantle of the Blue Badger on his never-ending war on crime. Sorry.
I'd better be going too.
Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here. Here, this is a little something for you.
This scientific investigation.
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, sis. I will.
Aww.
Hmm.
Oh. And so, another case came to close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. Well, one's going to jail.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
Have to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
Dude, you're gonna be
Yeah.
demoted again. Oh, you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison
Yeah,
are
I
a
don't
different
care.
story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak
God.
her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Especially now that I don't have my $50 ATM. Huh?
Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had such a wild side. Or that you could afford it.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh? That was pro bono. I didn't make any money.
What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be...
Huh? 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 Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Oh, Ash. She's cruel. Hydrate. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, the two people with no money.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go. He did the thing. All right, we did it.
Hey.
Shujikumi. It's a good
Ah.
case, but my God, it's long.
God
That was
damn.
really long.
That was by far the longest in the trilogy.
Hope she'll be pleased to study under a top corner, really.
Me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It didn't let me dust like that. I had to click. Just saying.
Yeah, with the original stylus, I think it is like that. Actually, you just drag.
Yikes! I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation at the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily.
Gumshoe's detective again.
Yay!
Whew.
This was really fun, you guys. Did y'all have
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do really like this case, but it's
Yeah. It's
only like once every 4 or 5 years.
Oh my god!
Oh, go, go, go!
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy! Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard! My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them now! Someday I'm going to make detective! Yes, sir! That ought to be just like Dick Gumshoe!
Gumshoe has a hero worshiper. I love it.
He does.
Oh my god.
I forgot Mika's was gonna show back up. Oh, we're gonna have a cowboy soon too.
You could do him.
Okay. What's this? Why does the blue badger get one?
Ah, just my days. I am the Blue Badger.
Aww.
Ah.
He gave up. He couldn't do it anymore.
He died. He ran out of battery. That was, I don't know if you remember the dialogue, but he runs on battery, so once it's out, he just drops.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? They give you steak? Okay. Miss Star managed to sneak this in on me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
The cactus.
How do you do that when he was talking? Yeah, Billy's the big cactus with the blood on top.
Blue Badger was murdered.
Yep.
I believe it.
So far, happy endings.
Looks like we won't be
seeing.
Go
You
ahead.
go for it.
Go for it.
We won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the right way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Ew. That doesn't sound good.
No. Is Ben Judd, who we get to congratulate for all the weird Americanized things. I'll
Oh,
never
I see what
forget what.
I'll
That
never
young-
forget what the young defense lawyer said at the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left?
Wow.
Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to. I better go. Oh no! I forgot my gavel! Sorry, I gotta go.
I'm out behind with my dentures.
Yeah.
Do we get Gant? I don't remember if Gant shows up or not.
Oh my god.
I assume that Edgeworth is going to show up. Oh.
Maya!
Y'all do her.
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya? Afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
That's interesting. They show that.
Does she come back?
In the next game, yeah. So in this game, they didn't really have a backstory for her yet. She just like lives on a mountain. That's like all they really said. In the next game, they really flesh out her background.
Oh, okay.
So that the village she was in is the Karine village, which is her like family village. She actually has family members. Oh yeah. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it's about boy. Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. Hmm? What's going on? It looked like an autopsy. Why did the bellboy get one? He showed up for like 10 seconds. I mean, I guess he was in the second case of the game. We're not.
Probably.
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Kinda weird?
Oh, open the book.
Maybe there's a picture in the back.
I think it's open from the back. Oh? What? Oh, how do I
Not
open
even-
book?
How to open book?
How do you open the book? Why is it letting you open the book?
So, did you finish the game? Well, not quite.
There
Shut
was.
Uh,
Near the top, near the top. You have to do it on the little picture thing. The thing sticking out there. No?
Oh.
It turned yellow for a second. There
Oh, it
is a
did?
spot. There's a spot. I think it's near the front.
The top of the
top front.
book.
And my mouse is
Very top,
so
maybe?
fucked up.
Too much siege.
Alright.
How?
Maybe we have to Google this one. How to open book.
How'd you open the book?
I mean, it is clicking because it.
Yeah.
Google.
Hit E, zoom in.
Google.
Maybe-
How to
Oh, there,
pronounce?
it's yellow. It's at the spine, bottom of the spine. Right there. Where it says PO? It turned yellow around here somewhere. It's not the front cover.
Try the front. Oh my god.
Why?
There was again.
Wait. Are you...
Oh, there.
There,
What are you
there.
doing now? Okay, whatever. We did it.
Okay.
Woo!
Jesus
That
fuck.
was part of the. That's the hardest thing in the trial.
Oh, how'd you like Phoenix
Aw.
Wright? Oh, it's
Aw.
hard. What? I didn't think the trials were that hard. Yeah, but did you try and open the book at the end? Oh, I didn't.
Opens book. Google, how do you pronounce THE?
Rise from the ashes. Even
All
unlocked.
right.
Oh man.
There was no
Oh.
Edgeworth. It was just Bellboy.
No, it's just the bellboy. I think that
Think
was
he
like an
does.
envelope of money.
All right, we did it.
I think that was like an envelope of money he left him
Maybe.
for his services. Since
Well, I
he
think that
left.
was actually supposed to foreshadow stuff for the second game, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still in this game, right?
No. So that
Oh.
case does not exist for the rest of this game. For the next two, if the next two games, they'd never talk about this case again because it was added in after the trilogy. So
Okay,
you won't see
so
Emma.
this game is
you won't
complete.
See... Yes. So you've done the first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney now. So now you're going to be starting into Justice for All.
And how do I do that? Oh,
You click
probably
new game.
options.
No, you
Oh,
click new game.
oh, new game. Okay. All right.
And then it asks you and
Oh,
do
yeah.
the right arrow.
It's been so long since I've seen the screen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. It took
So, you wanna
46
hop into
hours.
Game 2, Case 1.
I thought about doing Sherlock Holmes next.
Oh, Sherlock
Okay.
Holmes. Okay.
But that's voiced, right?
It's
think
voiced
so,
and
yeah.
everything, yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
have to be all on mic.
Heal
Yeah.
Hitler is not.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Heal Hitler is
Heal.
not.
Heal. Heal.
Heal Hitler.
Heal Hitler. It's a bold name.
It's
Huh.
the therapist and Hitler, and I have to try and prevent World War II.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
perfectly normal to me.
It's
That's like hella content right there. Just asking Hitler, okay, Hitler, how do you feel about your very small testicle?
It's
Oh,
oh
wow.
man, we're at 7 hours and 41 minutes. Oh man. Okay, I thought it was 4 hours, not 7.5. Okay, I'm going to
Alright.
bed. It was fun,
Good night.
guys.
I'm
I
gonna
need
go
to cook-
harass friends for a little bit.
I need
Alright.
to cook my steak.
All right.
Oh, enjoy your
Have
steak.
a good night.
Good
will.
night.
Good night,
It was
everybody.
fun.
It's been a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah. See you tomorrow or later. Something. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, we're gonna go home, harass Sea Prince. Yeah, that was weird. Looks like he's starting God of War. Great stream. Thanks, Squid. I appreciate you. It was a lot of fun. So, we're gonna go harass Prince. About his banner. Just kidding. I would never do such a thing. But take care of yourselves for me. Love you guys. We're family. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope everyone had a great day today. Release some lurks. Yo, Domino 427. Thanks to the raid. Thanks to the raid.